Hey, JC, it's Mom. After contemplating everything that you were forced to endure during your substance use and your resulting death, I can't begin to measure my respect for you. I'm honored that you chose to teach me. You understood my absence in your life and keeping family away from you when you were using. You comprehended my ignorance. You knew my fear. You looked beyond the stigma, the shame that I subjected you to. You tolerated my apathy. You know, hon, Uncle Johnny died earlier this year. He died by opiate overdose, too. Even after everything I've learned through my experience with you, he too was too ashamed, too stigmatized to reach out when he needed me the most. That broke me. I'm tired. Hold him for me, please, and don't let him be lonely and alone up there. I will love you forever, no matter what. Mom.
Hi, sweetheart. Sorry, I haven't written for such a long time, but it hurts. In January, we would be celebrating your 30th birthday. You were 25 when we found you in your apartment with a needle by your side. Danny, there's so much I've learned since that fateful day, and so much I wished I had known in time to help you. You did not know that deadly drugs had entered the illicit market. You were one of the early victims before fentanyl made the news and before there were any health warnings. Imagine if we had a poisoned water supply and more people were dying. Would we allow for this to happen, or would we fix the problem? We did not understand how treatment should look like, the risk of relapse, and how to keep you safe. I wish I had known about harm reduction, about keeping people as healthy as possible without judgment or shame, about the medication naloxone that can reverse an overdose. Thousands of lives have been saved, and now I carry a kit in my purse wherever I go. I do know you would be proud of me and the advocacy work I do with other affected moms and families in our group Moms Stop the Harm. Sweetheart, you're donating your story. I'm your voice, and I get to speak your name. Take care, sweet. Love you forever and always, until I find the strength to write again. Petra?
Dearest Alex, it's been more than 6 years since you chose to end your life, and I have struggled with the helplessness and sense of failure I felt in not being able to protect you. You were socialized as a young man and conditioned in the workplace to exhibit strength and avoid exposing any vulnerability. I too am a product of that same conditioning. How I wish I had been a better role model for you, expressing my emotions, my vulnerability, my weaknesses. For that, I'm deeply sorry. I have to think your means of coping, self-medicating, led you to experience the damaging stigma associated with the labels of addict and criminal. That stigma undoubtedly reinforced the emotional isolation and negative self-image that made it so difficult to ask for help. I would like you to know you are so much a part of who I am. I also would like you to know there was nothing we wouldn't have done to have you still with us. Your loving father.
My dear sweet Neil, as my pen hits this paper, my thoughts of what I want to say escape into the other world. Perhaps that's where you will hear them best. The words are of frustration, anger, and despair, and most significantly, of love. The words still assault me as they once did you. Words of hate, of shame, of worthlessness, words of fear. You struggled, you fell, you got up, and you died anyways. You died alone with your pain, and with the weight of society's stigma dehumanizing you. How I wish a system was in place to honor and support your needs. How I wish the edges of the torment of your leaving so soon would soften. And then I see a ladybug crawling up a piece of grass, and I am brought to tears. Since you're leaving, beauty shows up, as does grief, when least expected. I love you, as always. Your mom.